What's up, party people? My name is Darrel, and today I'm going to be helping you all create your own website today step by step. And you don't need to know a thing about coding or know any HTML. Everything in this video is done with a brand new drag and drop page builder for WordPress that comes with hundreds of just beautifully designed pre-made sections and templates for your websites. And it's so simple. You simply grab a section, you edit it how you want it to look. You can make it bigger or you can make it smaller. You can change the text or the fonts, or even create your own section by simply dragging in these elements with this drag and drop page builder. Plus, let's not forget these amazing world-class design pre-made templates that will help you make your website faster and look more professional than ever, so you can have your website up and running in a few clicks. So whether you want to start a business for yourself or for your friend, or even start your own web design business, this tutorial is for you. And don't you want to be able to finally say that you know how to use WordPress? WordPress powers more than 1/3 of the internet, with over 75 million websites out there using it, and various big companies use WordPress like Mercedes-Benz, Sony, Snoop Dogg, Microsoft, Star Wars, Sweden's official website, and yes, even the whitehouse.gov uses WordPress. So in this video, I'll be teaching you how to use it. And honestly, it's really inspiring to me, and it pushes me to make these videos when I see these comments from viewers who have literally started their own website or web design business just by simply watching some of these YouTube videos. Like here we have a Scott Russell who has saying he literally started his own web design business just by simply watching one of my YouTube videos. And also right here we have Bane, who is saying that he started a website and completed it in 30 minutes just by simply watching one of my YouTube videos. I mean, 30 minutes is pretty fast, you know, and so to them, congratulations, you know, truly congratulations to each of those people for starting their own business. And again, thank you. I really do appreciate the support. So at the end of this video, guys, you're going to be able to make your own professional and modern looking websites. And guys, remember, if you have any problems, feel free to pause the video, go back, take your time, go get a beer, go get candy, whatever it is that you do to make yourself more comfortable. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. You have a question about the page builder, or you want to tell me that I'm handsome, or you want to tell me that I went too damn fast, whatever it is, let me know in the comments below. And with that said, let's get started with this WordPress tutorial. All right, everyone, let's get this tutorial started. So the first thing we'll do is get our web hosting and our domain. So for example, mywebsite.com or youramazingwebsite.com. After that, we are going to install WordPress. And again, WordPress powers more than 1/3 of the internet. It is the most popular platform for making websites out there. After that, we are going to install a free WordPress theme and a brand new free WordPress page called Brizy. It's amazing. You're going to love it. It's super easy. And then after that, we're going to create your amazing websites. And I promise you're going to love it. It's going to look great. All right. Now, there is a link below in the description where it'll take you to a page that looks just like this right here. And this is siteground.com. Now, siteground.com I've used for 2 years. Now, why do I recommend siteground.com? You know, why do I recommend this company against others? It's because this company performed #1 against 16 other web hosting companies. That's right. I tested them against 16 other hosting companies, and they came out as #1 as the fastest with the best uptime. So you'll never have to worry about your site being slow or going down. And remember, this company has a 24-hour phone line. So if you want to call them at 3 in the morning, you can call them at 3 in the morning, 12 at night, whatever. And they also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So they are the best web hosting company. Now, really quickly, before we go into this, I want to show you a little bit about the website we'll build today. I want to kind of give you a demo. So this is the website that we'll build today. And again, it's done with a free page builder, so you don't have to pay for anything. And it just looks incredible. And it comes with a lot of different blocks, beautiful templates. So here, for example, you can say anything like a create easy websites or something, and we can drag this to how you want it to look. Over here, we can simply just go ahead and even add an overlay color to it if we want. We can simply just say I like this color, or we can even add a gradient color as well to something like this. So it's really amazing. It's super easy. Everything's visual, so you can always see what you're doing. And again, remember, if you want to organize your websites, you can just say, hey, I want this right here, and maybe you want to take this one and put it below. So I'll take this one and drop it below, and then ready to get started today. And then we can adjust the padding right there, and make it's super easy, guys. It's very easy. Whatever you want to change, it's simply incredible how technology has advanced this much today, because 2 years ago, not even a year ago, this wasn't available, and now it is. So it's so easy to make websites. So I'll show you how to use it. So let's go back over here. Now right here, I'll click on choose plan. And that was me right there saying, hey, this company is great, blah, blah, blah. You know, I did really test them against other companies, and they were the best. So here we have 3 plans. Now, I can't stress enough. Just listen to me, okay? Just the one time. Get the Grow Big, because with the Grow Big, you can host unlimited websites rather than just a single one. And I have tons of viewers who always ask me, hey, I got the startup, can I upgrade to the Grow Big? I'm saying, man, you should have just got the Grow Big, bro. You should have just got it, you know? So go with the Grow Big. Remember, there's also a 30-day money back guarantee, so you're not in any commitment. So right here, you click on order. All right, and right here, you'll go ahead and register your new website. So whatever website you're in or whatever niche you're in, think of a name and type it in right here. So I'm gonna do Brizy tutorial demo and click on proceed. Hopefully this is available. Everyone takes my domain names. All right, awesome. It is available. Now, if it was not available, it would say, hey, sorry, it's not available. Find another domain. So if it was available, you'll be brought to this page right here. Now, right here, you'll enter in your email, your password. You're going to sign up for a service. You'll put your country. Right now, I'm actually visiting Thailand, but I'm from the United States. So that's why it's Thailand by default, but yeah. So here you'll put your city and your name and all this information. Right here, you put in your credit card information and your social. I'm just kidding. They do not want your social. No, don't ever give anyone social. Even if I ask for it, don't give it to me. No company needs your social. No company. So anyways, so right here we have the period. Now, I recommend the 12 months because the 12 months will actually give you a very large discount. And let's say you're using your website for 1 month and you come back to it, you're not sure, then you go back to it saying, oh yeah, I'll start it up again. That's why I recommend the 12 months. And again, remember, there's also a 30-day money back guarantee. So you're never in some sort of commitment. This company is really good, really reliable. I love them. And right here, now I do recommend the extra services. So right here, guys, just check this, all right? Take your mouse and put it right here and do this. Because if you don't do this, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get all these phone calls, all these people from all these different countries trying to sell you all sorts of weird Viagra and sex pills and just all sorts of weird crap. So please, just get the domain privacy protection. It protects your personal information so people cannot find your personal information when you register for a domain. So that's what that is basically. All right, cool, got it? Now right here, if you want to go ahead and, oh yeah, you have to confirm to their terms of service. And I'm sure you're going to read all of this, right? I know you guys are going to read all this. Let's be honest. You're going to do it. Yes. And then also their privacy policy as well. I'm sure everyone's going to go through this because everyone here cares about, you know, international transfers. So, but you know, it's just how it goes. And if you also want to register for their email, you can go ahead and click on this right here and then click on pay now. All right. So make sure you fill all this out and I will meet you on the very next page. All right, so my account was successfully created. Now right here, I'll click on proceed to customer area. Now in the future, hopefully they don't change the interface because sometimes these companies, they update their site and things look a little different. So again, I'm just hoping that looks very clear. So right here, they'll say, let's set up your new website. So I'll say, all right, sure, let's start a new website. Now, which one do we want to install? We want to install WordPress. Now right here, go ahead and put in your email and you'll need this email because if you forget your password, they will go ahead and send it over there. So right here, I'll go ahead and put in my admin email. And right here, your username. So I'll go ahead and put Brizy tutorial 123. And I'll go ahead and put in my password right here. I bet you guys use the same password for many websites, right? Yeah, don't do it. I do it, but don't do it. So right here, you'll go ahead and click on confirm. Now right here, they're kind of upselling. So I think I actually need a longer password. So I'm going to go ahead and do something else. Let's see right here. There we go. Okay, so right here I'll click on confirm. I think medium will work actually. I think that will work. I think they just, I think I have to click on confirm right there. So right here I'll click on confirm. I'm just skipping that. Right here I will say I confirm and I want to complete the setup. So click on complete setup. So right now it's basically installing WordPress onto your domain so you can use the drag and drop builder on it. And remember guys, everything is live on the internet. So it's very fast to make websites. So as soon as we get WordPress up, we can install the page builder and you can show your friends in 30 minutes saying, hey, look at this. In fact, one of my viewers made a website in in 30 minutes, like I showed you in the beginning of this video. So pretty incredible. All right, so it finished setting up. Yours might take a few minutes. So after it's set up, you'll click on Proceed to Customer Area. All right, cool. So this is basically your account. So right here is your details. So if you ever want to change your username, or I'm sorry, your email and your password, you can go ahead and do that right there. This is your accounts. So this right here basically shows you where your website is, etc. Support, if you have a problem, you can submit a ticket. Billing as well. If you have a problem with billing, you can always check out whatever billing or whatever you want to do. They have extra services and perks as well. But for now, I just want you to go to My Accounts right here. And right here, we can see that our domain has WordPress installed. So right here, you'll click on Go to Admin Panel. Now, if this takes, if it doesn't take you directly to your website, you might want to check your email, because sometimes right here, you see how it says pending verification. Basically, SiteGround wants to know that you actually purchased the domain and it's you. So you might need to check your email and verify it. But right here, I'm just going to click on Go to Admin Panel. All right, awesome. So you remember that password? You remember that username and password that you have? Now is the time to use it. So you're going to go ahead and put it in right here. All right, so I entered in my credentials and I'm gonna click on Log In. All right, I'll click on Save. All right, cool. So this is basically, this is SiteGround's WordPress starter. You don't have to use this if you don't want to, and personally, I don't recommend it. I love SiteGround, but I don't like this because it's not really WordPress, it's their plugin. So right here, let's click on Exit. All right, awesome. Now, right here, we have this dashboard. So this is basically saying, all right, cool, you can manage your page, visit sites, etc. This is basically the back end. So this is the back of your website. Now, if you want to see your website live, right here under My Blog, you click on Visit Sites, and this is your actual website. Now, this is live on the internet, so people can actually see it. They can go to your website, check it out, they can click on stuff, etc. Now, there's a few things that I want you to do before we go on any further. But first we need to congratulate you. So congrats on the new domain, congrats on the new websites. We have actually installed WordPress. We got our website and domain. And the next thing we're going to do is do some little bit of settings, and then we'll go ahead and create our website with a free theme and a free page builder. Now, right here under settings, I want you to go to permalinks. Now, right here, I want you to click on post name. And again, the reason why we're doing this is because they're basically saying, how do you want your domain or your permalinks to look? Now, most websites have it right here, right? Where it's your website dash about us, right? Not 209, blah, 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 right? So make sure you have it on post name always. It's also very good for SEO. It helps your website get searched easier. And click on Save Changes. Now, over here under plugins, click on Installed Plugins. Now, right here, we have the WordPress starter. Now, I want you to deactivate this. Now, for those of you who don't know what plugins are basically applications. So you know how you have an iPhone, there's applications, there's an app for banking, there's an app to play a game, there's an app to do this. That's exactly what plugins are, and we'll talk more about plugins a little bit later in this video. So we disable that plugin. So now we can go ahead and go back to our backend, click on Dashboard right here. And you can see the interface has changed a little bit right now. So you can see right here how it's blue, and this is actually the default WordPress. So this is how it should always look, okay? So now that we've done that, now that we've actually set up our permalinks and everything, let me show you one last thing before we talk about the actual building and talk about how to change your information if you ever want to change it in the future. So right here, this is your personal profile. Now right here is your username. So if you want to log in on WordPress, you're going to need your username right here. And if you ever want to change your email, you can change it right here. And if you want to create a new password, you can click on Generate Password, and then voila, you can go ahead and create a new password. Now, in the future, if you ever get lost right here, if you ever get logged out and you don't know how to log back in, I'm just going to show you really quickly. You don't have to follow me here, but this is just for tutorial purposes. So let's say, for example, you get locked out of your website and you're at this page and there's no backend. Right here, you'll type in -wp-admin, just like that. And then you'll go ahead and enter in your information again. This will allow you to enable the backend so you can start building your website. So right here, you click on Login. All right, pretty easy. So remember wp-admin. I do get a lot of questions about that sometimes. There's a lot of beginners who they get locked out and they start panicking. They're like, oh my God, what's happening? You know, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead and let's create some pages. Let's create our pages. So right here in our pages, we'll click on all right here. Now these are the pages that we currently have, but we're gonna go ahead and delete these. So to delete a page, you'll click on all these right here, move to trash and apply. Now right here, you'll click on add a new page. And let's just add a new page. So right here, we'll put it in the home page. All right. And let's make a second page. So right now we're just basically making pages for our website. You know how a website has like the home, the about, the services, the contact? That's exactly what we're doing. So right here, the about us page, publish. And then right here, we'll do one more page, and this will be the contact us page. Contact us page. All right. Now we made those pages, but we need to actually create a menu. So if I go back to the website right here under visit sites, you're going to see that we have no menu right here. So let's go ahead and add in a menu really quickly. So right here under our dashboard, we'll go to appearance, and then we'll go to menus right here. And you'll need to create a menu. So I'm going to make this main menu. So I want this to be the main menu on my websites. I'll click on create menu. Over pages right here, I'll click on view all, and we'll simply go ahead and add in all of these. Now there are two homes, and the reason why there's two homes is because WordPress comes with one by default. So the one with custom link, you'll want to delete that one. And then we can drag and drop. So we have the home, the about, the contact us, and this will be our primary menu, and I'll click on save menu. All right, pretty easy, right? Pretty simple. Now our menu will appear on the website. So now we have the home, the about us, and the contact us. Next, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and set our home page to this page right here. So basically, when they go to this website, what page do you want them to go to first, right? Right here, you'll click on customize right there. Now, this is the theme customizer. Every single theme in WordPress has a theme customizer. And don't worry if you don't understand this right now, because after we talk about the page builder, we are going to use this a lot more. But right now, all you need to know is that right here in our homepage settings, you'll click on a static page. And what homepage do you want people to visit first? The about us, the contact, or the home? Probably the homepage, right? So we'll click on home, and then there you go. So now when someone comes to our website, they'll be visiting our homepage or they'll visit the homepage first, okay? And this is our homepage, very ugly theme. Don't worry, guys, we're gonna go ahead and change it. So now that we've actually got our pages up, we've got our menu up, next what we need to do is we need to actually download the builder. So right here, we can go to, there is a link below. I'll make sure to put it below. So go ahead and click on the link below. It's called Brizy, or you can go to darrelwilson.com/Brizy, and we are going to download a free page builder. All right, it's going. There we go. So once you're here, you'll see that there is a download. Now this is a revolutionary new builder for WordPress. It's fast, it's easy, I love it. So right here, you'll click on download. Now right here, Brizy for WordPress, and you can go ahead and sign up for their service if you want updates on their new future releases, or you can just say, no thanks, I don't want to download, I just want Brizy. You can do that as well. So it says, thank you for downloading. So now you can see that on the bottom left side, it has downloaded the file. All right, and I've downloaded this quite a few times. So now that we've downloaded the plugin, we'll go ahead and go back to our website and upload it. So right here, we'll go to dashboard. We'll go to plugins and go to add a new plugin. Now, again, remember earlier we talked about plugins. So plugins are basically applications for your website. So right here, if I click on popular right here, you'll see there's a contact form plugin. This one helps for SEO. This one right here protects against spam. This right here gives you other features like just a bunch of little stuff, you know, and classic editor, it's something that we used before. This right here allows you to sell. I do have a full tutorial on e-commerce in another video, but for this one, we're just going to show you how to make a basic website. And of course, we can always just install the plugin and sell. But for right now, click on upload plugin, choose the file, and then go ahead and find the actual the actual file. So right here, this is the one that I downloaded. I'll click on open and install now. All right, awesome. So right here you can see that the plugin was installed, and right here click on Activate Plugin. All right, awesome. So now we have the builder. So now we can go ahead and build the website. But before we do that, what kind of theme do you want your website to look like? So right here, I'll click on themes. Now, WordPress works with themes. So basically, every site looks a little different. So right here, you can see this looks like this looks like this, and this looks like this. And if I go to add new right here, there's a lot of various themes we can use right here. So there's just different styles, etc. Now, the thing that's most important about these themes is how the footer and how the header look. So what I mean is how this looks and then how the bottom looks. Because remember, the page builder is going to make the page for us. So right here, we'll go ahead and select the Astra theme. All right, and the Astra theme is a very highly rated theme. It comes with a lot of demos and a lot of templates. It's really simple to use. So in this video, we're going to use the Astra theme. So right here, click on install. Now, for every website in WordPress, it does require a theme. And again, there's various themes out there, different styles, different looks, but this one definitely is the best one. It's definitely top two, definitely top two. So we've actually installed the theme. And now if you visit the website right here, you'll notice the site looks a little different. You can see our menus changed. You can see that this right here, it says my blog, and everything kind of looks a little different. So it just basically sets the style for your site. So now let's go ahead and start building our website. We're ready. So right here, click on edit page. So we're about to make our first page. Now I want you to understand what the theme does. So right here, you'll notice on the sidebar, you have these Astra settings. So we're using the Astra theme, and right here we have some certain settings. Now, if you visit your website right here, you're gonna notice that we have the home title, we have this sidebar that we don't want, and we only have this space to work with. So the theme is actually gonna allow us to sort of build the entire website. So right here, I want the sidebar, I want no sidebar. The content layout, I want it to be full width, stretched, and I also want to disable the title. So I don't want this title right here to be here because I want to actually use the page builder instead. So right here, I'll click on updates. And now right here, I'll click on edit with Brizy. And you're going to use that same style all of the time. So you're going to basically keep using it. So this is basically the page builder. So we can start designing our website. Now right here, we have different options. So right here, this will allow us to add certain modules. This right here, we can reorder the blocks, etc. But what I want you to do right here is click on this right here, and under page templates, click on default. And I'll talk more about the difference between Brizy and the default one. But now you can see that our website's right here and we're ready to build our page, right? So right here, I'll click on plus, and we have a lot of blocks to work with. So here you can see that we have various blocks. And I'll be very honest, guys, these designers are the best in the business. These guys are professional. They've made over 89 plus templates for you. In fact, there are a lot more that I'll talk about later. So it's pretty simple. You just go ahead and, right here, there's different categories, so depending on where you're working at or what you need, call to actions are basically buttons, if you want someone to click on something. So right here under the call to action, I'm clicking on this one right here. All right, so now you can see that this right here is our website. So right here, we can see that we have this blue interface. We can drag the padding. We can simply go ahead right here and we can change the text, etc. So I'm gonna go ahead and run you through all of the options so you understand everything about this really quick. So right here, you'll notice that on every single one right here, you have this thing right here, this little icon. And right here, we have an option to make it global, make it a slider. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. Here we have our background. So here we can see the image, and we can also add in a video background, and you can even add a map right here as well. So if you want to add in like a Google map or something like that on your contact us page, you can go ahead and do that. Now you'll notice right here how it's kind of grayed out, and that's because we have an overlay. So right here under overlay, you can see that we have two colors. We have this one right here, which controls basically the color, and then you have this one right here that just controls the transparency. All right. Now also right here, we have a gradient option as well. So here we can kind of control the gradient. We can have it look a little bit more, a little bit less. We can change the color of the gradient, and we can also reduce the transparency of the gradient as well. You see that? So that's basically what the overlay is as well. Also right here, you can also have a border as well, but I don't really use borders. Once you get really good, you can use borders. But for beginners, You might not want to use it. It's a little complicated. It's just hard to style it with, basically. You have to be a good designer. Now right here, we have this right here, and this is the hover. So this means when someone hovers over this, it's going to change. So for example, you can see right here that if I hover over it, it's going to change into this color. But by default, it's going to stay this color. You understand? So that only means when someone hovers over it. You see that? So that's basically what this option is. Now this option right here is save. So we can save this. After you design it, you can actually save it in a library and you can use it on another page. Pretty cool, right? Here we have settings, but I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, I'm going to go ahead and just have some fun right here. Let's just go ahead and just have some fun. Let's just go ahead and just kind of mess around with this a little quickly so you guys get the feel for it. So right here, I'll just go ahead and say, you know what? I want to change this. I don't want the, I want it to have like a darker color like this. And then for this text right here, I want to change it to white. So I highlighted this and I can change this to something like white. So now the text is white. Over here, we can go ahead and change the size. We can change the weight, which is basically how big it is. So you can see it's thin, light, medium, and then, you know, semi-bold and bold. It's basically making the letters fatter. So that's basically what that means. And here you can always change the fonts. So there's a lot of different fonts they include in this builder as well. And also right here, the line height. So the line height basically means the space in between. So you can kind of see the space in between. And also letter spacing is the space in between the letters. See that? So you can kind of make it look like that as well if you want. All right. So let's go ahead and just kind of mess around with some more before we go into some more options. So I basically added a block right there. And I'll go ahead and add in another block. So I'll just say, I like this one right here. This one looks good. I can go ahead and take this and I say, I want this to be a little bit more closer. And I want this to be a little bit more closer because I want this part to kind of stick out. And let's go ahead and add a button right here. So right here under the plus, I'll take this button. And you see these gray bars right here? I'll just simply drag it anywhere there. So now we have the button. And of course, we can position the button anywhere. So right here, we can align it to the left, the middle, or the right. And if someone clicks on this button, where do you want them to go to? So right here, under this link to, I'll put my website, darrelwilson.com. And these options right here mean you want to open it in a new tab. That means basically if they click on it, it'll open this in a new tab. So they'll never leave the website. And make it no follow, basically that has something to do with SEO. So if you're an affiliate out there and you have affiliate links, you might want to set it to make it no follow. All right, so cool. We added in a button. Right here, we can say vector, you can change this to any kind of color you want or any font, so vector styles. All right. And let's go ahead and add in another block. Now, one really cool feature I want to show you is the dark. So if you notice on our other website, we have sort of this dark and white scheme. It's really nice, really creative. So over here, I'll simply click on this one right here. So now we have this kind of dark scheme. And I do like this style, this dark and white scheme. I think it's really attractive. The colors, they blend well. Now, let's just say, for instance, I don't want this here. I want this up here. So right here, this little button right here, we can take this and we can drag it. So now you can see that this actually moved up here. And if I want to drag it back, I would simply just drag it right there. All right, so that's basically what that feature is. It's really cool, really creative. And let's keep going. So now that we've done that, let's actually go to my my actual demo right here and just kind of show you what I did, just to kind of give you a better understanding. So right here, basically what I did on the top was I used an image. Now, if you need images, you can go to unsplash.com. Unsplash.com, they have a lot of great free images. Like right here, I'll type in Aurora. And you can just find, they have really beautiful quality images. They're really good. You can also go to freepik.com. And there's also a paid resource called Envato Elements. I'll put that also in the link below. But you don't have to buy anything right now. You're just getting started. So I don't really recommend it. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. So don't get crazy, but again, you can just click on one. You can download it for free. And then you can go ahead and use it. Now, I actually have the image that I used. So if I want to upload an image, I'll go over here. I'll click on this little check saying I don't want to use that image. I want to use my image. We'll go to Media Library, or not Media Library. We'll go to Upload Files. So Upload Files. Now mine right here is actually, I think it is under WordPress tutorial, and I have this one right here. I think I entered nature for that one under, I got all these from Unsplash. So, you know, I think it's called nature I typed in, and you can just, yeah, I'll put it in the description, guys. I'm very unprepared. So here we have the image. The image is going to pop up. Now my internet is a little slow because I'm on a Wi-Fi. Big apologies. Now, if you upload an image and you can't really see it well, you might want to go to the actual, the color right here. And you actually might want to, change the overlay as well. So right here under color, you can mess with the overlay. So if you find that your text is too hard to read, like right here, I can't read this, you can add in an overlay. And the overlay will make it more clear for your visitors at the same time, allowing them to see the text. And let's change this to black right here. This needs to be black. It's really ugly. There we go. All right. All right, cool. So let's keep going. I'm just getting your feet wet here. So we'll do more complicated stuff a little later, but I just want you to get familiar with the builder. I want you to have a little fun. So here, call to action. I'll put in something, or what should we do here? You know, you can pick, you know, we'll add in this girl right here, but you know what? I'm going to delete this one. So to delete something, you'll click on that little mark right there and click on that because we have too much black here. I want to add some white now. So right here under new block, I want to click on light. And you can see right here, I use the image gallery. I use our founders. So I used the team. I use our founders. I just kind of changed the color scheme, you know, and then right here, I added a call to action. So whenever there's a call to action, there's usually a button. You're going to hear that a lot in web design. So right here, call to action. And basically I entered in something very similar to this right here. But again, we should probably use black because white, black, white, black. I kind of like that contrast. Looks really nice, really professional. So right here, I'll enter that in. And, you know, you can always change the settings again. You can just say, you know, about our company. And as you can see, guys, this page builder is super intuitive. This is so easy to learn. So we've basically created our homepage in a matter of seconds. So that's it for the homepage. I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, with the blocks and everything makes it really easy to use. You can adjust the padding, etc. Now, in the next section, we're going to talk about how to actually use these elements a little bit more. And we'll go into deeper settings, such as the advanced sections, like all this stuff right here. We'll talk more about this stuff right here. But for right now, if you want to visit your websites, click on this little icon. Oh, wait, actually, click on update. Always click on update, guys, please. All right, so I clicked on updates, and right here, I'll go to back to WordPress, and I want to view the page now. So this is your new website. This is it. And it looks absolutely amazing. You know, we've made a professional website. These designers are great. So you can see, you can kind of modify everything. You can change it how you want it to look. You can swap out images. You can mess around with it. Now, if you want to go back to editing the website, simply just click on Edit Page with Brizy. And let's say, for instance, right here on the bottom, you know, this is not you. You know, you really can't use this. So what you can do is simply just go ahead and add in your picture. So over here under the background, you click on, you know, whatever, and then just, you know, you would go over here to upload files. Whatever image you have of yourself, you'll upload it. And then you can just go ahead and put it in right there. And then there you go. You got the girl. So if that was you, you can go ahead and put it. And again, remember, these are all drag and drop. So you can always go ahead and kind of mess around with these. You can put this one. Let's see if we can do this one. We're going to put this over here. And then we can take this over there. See, now I've kind of made it a little messy. Now, in case this happens in the future to you, right here, you see this button right here? Click on that. And that will always redo everything. So you can always go back to your previous work in case you messed up. So right here, I might want to put this over there. And then this one, I want to put it back to this guy right there. So you understand what I'm doing here? I'm just basically mix and matching the elements. So right here, I'll say, you know what? I want to move this right here. And then there you go. Now it swaps over automatically. So you don't have to do anything. So that's pretty cool. So again, everything here is just, it's drag and drop. You can move anything you want anywhere. And there you go. You know, congratulations. You're learning WordPress. You know, get yourself a beer. Go get a beer right now. My favorite's Modelo. Modelo is the best, so it's really good. But it's really sad they don't actually have it in Asia, so it's kind of unfortunate for me. So, all right, so we made our homepage. Congratulations. We used the blocks. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. So we made the homepage. Let's go ahead and make your About Us page now. So right here under Pages, I'll click on Pages, and under the About Us, I'll click on Edit. Now right here, I want to go ahead and change these settings right here to make it so that it looks like before. Now, if you try to design it from scratch without using the theme options, again, it's going to look like this right here. So we don't want the sidebar, we don't want this page title, and we want this all the way across, right? So that's where the theme again comes into play. So you'll need to do this for every page. So right here under the sidebar, I don't want a sidebar. The content layout, I want it stretched, and I want to disable the title. I'll click on updates. And now we're ready to use the page builder. So now I'll click on edit with Brizy. Now guys, in this section, it's gonna get a little more complicated. I'm going to talk more about the advanced features. I'm gonna talk more about margin and padding and also mobile optimization as well in this section. So it might get a little, you might have a hard time, but not worry, it's really simple. I'll go ahead and run you guys through it really fast. So right here, before we begin, under this page, under page template, we'll click on default. I'll talk more about, again, the Brizy templates when we talk about the contact us page, at the end of the contact us page. So on this section, let's go ahead and kind of use the actual elements. We don't want to use the blocks too much. I kind of want to teach you guys how to use the builder instead of relying on the blocks. All right. And then we'll talk about, margin and padding and all sorts of stuff. So right here, I kind of want to use the blocks, but I also want to modify them. So right here, I'll click on add a new page, or I'm sorry, a plus block, scroll down. And I want this one that says about Brizy, but I want the dark one right here. So right here, I'll click on this. Now, as you guys can see, I don't want this stuff right here. I just want the title. You can see right here, I just kind of stolen it. You know what I mean? I've kind of taken it, I've modified it a little bit. So right here, I'll right click and delete this. I'll right click and delete this. And then I'll right click here and delete the spacer. Now, again, if you don't know what the spacer is, right here, you'll see that the element right here is a spacer. And the spacer is just like it says, it controls space. So right here to the gear icon, it'll say height. And then we'll kind of check that out like that. So that's what the spacer does, but I don't want it. So I'll right click and delete it. And I'll right click and delete it. So let's go ahead and click on add a new block. Now, right now, I want to teach you how to use the elements. I don't want you guys to be, I have to teach you how to use the builder, right? I don't want to just give you a template saying, hey, here's a template, see you later, So right here, we have two columns now after I clicked on a blank column. So again, add a new block, click on add a blank block. All right. And we have two sections right here. Now, if you want to have just one section, you can right click and click on delete. If you want another section, you just click on add new, right click, add new. So right here, right click and add new. Now I want to kind of recreate, a block that I saw earlier. So right here, add a new block. I'm going to go to lights. And you see this block right here. I want to teach you all how to kind of recreate this. So just by looking at this, it's 3 sections, an icon, text, text, right? Icon, text, 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 and text. So let's just go ahead and recreate it. So right here under the plus, we'll grab the icon. So again, right here, icon, grab the text, and then we'll grab in a third text. All right. Now right here, I want to sort of change the title. So I'll put like vector icons and shapes. Now you don't have to follow me right here, but I think you should because I want to teach you actually how to use the builder. So right here, I'll say and shapes. And I want to change this to T2 or to heading 2. And we're going to talk more about headings in just a second. So that's why I'm kind of making you do this. So right here under the text, I want you to click on typography and do heading 2. All right. And of course, we'll change this to be a little bit smaller, and we'll make it black. Now, right here, you don't have to add in anything because this is just dummy text, or we can actually reduce this to make it like this right here. You can see how we did that. So in order to do that, there's a few ways we can do this, and this is where again padding and margin comes into play. So right here under the gear icon, we can go do more settings. Now you see right here how it says padding. So padding is space. So if you want more space, you would add more padding. So right here, you see how there's these icons and there's a blue section on each one. Right here, it's saying, I want more space on the top. So it's saying, I want more space right here. So let me just go ahead and give you an example. So let's go back to the settings, more settings. And right here, I'll add in some space. You see how it's adding space now, like that? We can also add in space on the side. We can also add in more space on the left side. So you see how we're kind of centering the text to make it look how we want it to look. We can position it anywhere we want it to add. Now, if you do that, you might want to do it to this one as well to make it look more, make it look more matching, right? So it kind of looks like it's in the correct position. So again, right here, you can go ahead and add in some more padding right there. Now, instead of doing this all over again, this might be complicated, but we can just duplicate this whole section. But before we do that, let's change this icon. So here, under this icon, we can change this icon. And in fact, they have a whole lot of these icons we can pick. So I'll grab this one. We can change the color of it. And I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this. So it's like, I don't wanna do all this all over again, man. I'm lazy. Let's duplicate it. And right here, I'll right click and delete this one. So it's like that. Now I wanna show you another really cool feature called the box shadow, which will basically emphasize this section. Let me give you an example. So I'm gonna go over here, right here, click on this. And you see we have the overlay, the border, which controls the border. You see the border's changing color right here. You see the border? I can make it bigger. You see that? The border. But I want to add a shadow. I like the box shadow. It's really cool. So let's go ahead and get rid of the border. No, let's go ahead and let's see right here. Go ahead and put 0, right? 0. There we go. Now under the shadow element right here, I want to go ahead and add in a shadow to it. So over here, I'll add in a certain color. I'll add in like a blue color. All right. Now you see how there's this emphasis around it. There's this box shadow that kind of pushes out. That's what a box shadow is. It's basically emphasizing the actual box and the element to make it look a little bit more, to make it stand out, to make it look a little bit more unique, you can say. Now over here again, we have a text and a text. And maybe you want to add in a button. We'll add in a button. Why the hell not? We'll go ahead and add in a button right here. Oh, so you can see I messed up. So what I'll do is I'll drag it and put it in that gray section. I'll right click and I'll delete it. So right here, we'll change this to like, it's easy with Brizy. It's easy with Brizy. And then we'll go ahead and we're going to make this heading 1 to make it bigger. So you can see now it looks much nicer. It looks a little bit more cleaner, looks nice. Now the reason why we did H2 and H1 is because over here on this section, sorry, this one section right here, we can kind of control how every heading looks. So instead of actually designing each one from scratch, we can create a template for each heading. So right here, it's basically saying, whenever I select heading 2, I want it to be this certain font and I want it to be this certain size or something like that. Whenever I select heading 3, I want it to be this font and I want it to be this size as well. And for heading 4, I want it to be this font right here and have this size right here, 40. So let me give you an example. We're going to change this one right here to heading 4, and it's going to have this style font. It's going to look just like this. So right here, I'll change this to heading 4, and there you go. So you understand what we're doing here? We're basically presetting the actual styles right here. And then we can use that whenever we're building our websites. Now, of course, this is a little too big, but I was just giving you an example. All right. Now, again, at this point, you can just kind of make your own, you can kind of explore. So by clicking on the plus icon, add a new block, right click, add new, click on this plus icon, and you can start dragging in elements. Now, every element has certain options. So for example, right here, we'll drag in the contact form. So over here, we have form. We have a countdown, and then we have the counter. So again, everyone has certain options. So I'm not going to go through every single element and go through every single option because at this point, you kind of understand what to do, So right here, we can click on this right here, click on the options, and this is basically saying, do you want the email required? And don't worry, we'll make a contact form in just a bit, but I just want to kind of show you that every single one has certain options. So it's up to you at this point to kind of go through each one. This stuff is very self-explanatory, hours, the minutes, you can change the minutes, etc. So it's not too difficult. And I think with a little practice, you'll get it. So that's basically a quick rundown of how you can add the elements. You can modify them. And remember, whenever you visit a website, just practice yourself. How did we make this here? Right here, we did an icon, a text, and then 2 text bars or 2 text circles, right? Right here is a divider. Right here, same thing. Text, text, an icon text, text, and then 2 columns right here. Here, we added in 4 icons, and we're going to talk about this right now. So how did we make this right here? This looks a little bit more complicated, I guess you can say. So this is where padding and margin comes into play. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all of this right here and just kind of go through this one more time so you fully understand. So right here, I'll click on add a new block, click on block, and right now I'm going to go ahead and style this block. So I want to go ahead and add in some text. And, you know, I'll just put in like one, this is amazing. And then I'll change this to something like heading 1. And then maybe we'll make that a little bit smaller, right? And then we'll add in a secondary text right there. All right. So here I'll go ahead and add in an image in the back. You know, I want to add in an image right here. So I'll just simply grab an image. You don't have to follow me here. I'm just kind of exploring. I'm just going to show you how we can get a little bit more advanced here. So this part might be a little confusing. So right here, I want to add in the overlay because we can't see the text, right? So let's go ahead and add in the overlay. So I want to add in a white overlay. You see that? Looks beautiful, right? We'll reduce it a little bit. Now right here, I'm saying, all right, we have this. I'm going to delete this right here. Now I want to duplicate this. Oh, I'm sorry, we'll delete that. But I want to go over here and right click and click on duplicate. And then we'll duplicate it one more time and we'll duplicate it one more time. So now you can see we have 4 of these. And you know, the only difference is this simply just changing the text in the image to make it look different, you know? So I know it looks very similar to beginners. So by just simply going into the image, changing the image to something else like this, you can kind of understand that you can make these look all very differently. Now I want to basically create this full width. So on this option right here, I'm gonna go over here. I think it's actually over here on the gear setting. Now under the width, we'll go to full. So now you can see that this is full width right there, right? Pretty cool. Now let's talk about margin and padding, all right? This is probably the most difficult part of this video, but it's very easy, rest assured. So we need padding right here. So I want space above this and on these sides right here. So let's add some space. So right here, gear icon, more settings, and now you see we have padding. So what I'm basically saying is I want more space above this section right here. So right here, I'll just go ahead and say, all right, I want more space. And on the right side, I want more space. On the left side, on the left side right here, I'll add in a little bit more space like that. And on the bottom, I'll add in more space like this. So now you can kind of see that we're positioning the text how we want it to look. So that's basically how padding works. It's just space, basically. That's all space is. It's just all space. That's it. So that's really all it is right there. It's simply just space, okay? And again, instead of redoing all this, we can just delete these ones because we've already done all the hard work. And I want to just go ahead and say, you know what? I did this one right here. Let's just duplicate this whole row. So right click and I'll duplicate it. I'll right click and duplicate it. And I'll right click and click on duplicate. So that's how you achieve this kind of section. Now I'm also going to talk about the margin effect, and then we'll talk more about the advanced features as well. So they have a template actually that I want to show you. So right here, you can see that they have this template, and this picture right here, you can see that these images right here are crashing together. You see how these images right here are just crashing together right here? So I want to show you how you can do this for your websites. So over here, I'm gonna click on add a new block, and I'm gonna talk about what margin is because you're gonna see every single option have margin and padding. So I just want to get you a little familiar about it. So under here, under the contact section, I'm going to grab this guy right here. Now I want to make this a collage. I want to make it clashing. So how can I do that? There's various ways on how I can do that. So right here under this icon, I'm gonna go over here to more settings, and over here, I'm gonna say, you know what? I want some more margin. So the margin is the entire picture. This right here is the entire picture, right? So we can make it bigger, all right? But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna push this to the right. Sorry, like this. Here we go. Like that. You see what we're doing here? So now what I'm doing here, and I might actually kind of drag this a little bit over. Let's see if we can drag this a little bit over. Drag that over there. And then I should have saved that, sorry. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and push this over there, like that. So you see what we've done here is that I've basically taken this image and I've put it behind this to kind of give it this clashing effect style. So you're gonna see that a lot in web design. It's a new style. I want to teach you the best. So this right here can be your landing page for your contact section. You know, it looks like the image is clashing into the module, and it looks really elegant. It looks really clean. So that again is an example of how you can use margin as well. Again, remember, margin is space. Padding, I'm sorry, margin is where it starts from. Padding is space, okay? So pretty easy, right? Pretty simple. That's the hardest part of this tutorial. If you guys got margin and padding, you guys are professionals, all right? So let's go ahead and add in another block. Let's talk about more about their advanced options right here. So over here under the cover section, I'm going to simply just drag this one right here. Now over here, we have these icons right here. So again, right here, we can make this a slider. So now we have this slide 1, right? And we have this slide 2. Now, if you want to change this slide, you can simply just say, all right, I want to go ahead and change this one to have a different color. I want it to look like, I want it to, I don't know, look like this or something or whatever. It's not a gradient. Everyone loves gradient, right? Everyone loves gradient. And then we can add a border. We can make it look really ugly, whatever. You can do whatever you want to this section. What I'm trying to say here is that when a visitor comes to your sites, they're first going to see this one, and then it's going to scroll onto this one. And you can make a slider anywhere you want. Every single module over here has the ability to be a slider. Okay, so that is how you can add a slider to your website. And also global. So for this section right here, I want you to click on Make It Global. And we'll talk more about global in the next section. So right here, I'll click on Updates. So I've basically shown you how you can use these, I've pretty much showed you mostly everything here, One also thing is for this section, go ahead and click on Save. And this right here is going to save it to our library. So we'll talk more about that on the next section on our contact page. So I've shown you how to add elements. I've showed you basically how you can add these in. I've showed you a little bit about margin and padding. I've showed you the slider. I've showed you the global features. I've pretty much showed you everything complicated. Now, the last section we're going to talk about is mobile optimization. So over here, we have these desktop, tablet, and mobile. So this is how your website would look like on a on a computer. If you want it to look like different on a tablet, this is how it looks like on a tablet. Does this look good? If it doesn't, you should change something. Maybe right here we can make the font a little smaller right here. We can change the size to be a little smaller for tablet users or something like that. Over here, this is what our site looks like on a mobile device. So if you want to change it, you can just go ahead and change it to look however you want it to look on a mobile device. And I think by default, these blocks are already mobile optimized and optimized also for the tablet as well. So you don't really need to edit much because the designers already knew about mobile optimization. So they've actually added that in on their section, on these sections, okay? So was that hard? Was that difficult? If that was, congratulations, you got past all of the difficult part. Again, remember, mobile optimization is very, very important. So whenever you're done with your websites, always check how it looks like on mobile devices and desktop, because remember, there are more mobile users than desktop users as of 2018, which was last year. So you want to make sure that your site is fully optimized because there's more mobile and tablet users than desktop users, okay? So congratulations, you guys are almost mastering the page builder. We're going to talk about one last section, and then we're going to talk about the pro feature as well. So let's go ahead now and we're going to go to updates. We'll talk about the contact page. We'll talk about Brizy templates, and we'll talk about all sorts of really cool, fun stuff. So right here, I'll go back to WordPress, all pages, and now let's go ahead and create our contact us page. Okay, so let's go ahead and set the settings right here. So right here again, no sidebar, content stretched, and disable the title. Click on update, and let's go ahead and edit this with Brizy. Now, in this section, we'll talk about the contact form, how to connect it to your email, and we'll also talk more about the Brizy templates finally. Yeah, I know you guys have been probably wondering, what is the Brizy template? Don't worry, I'll talk more about that in just a bit. Right here, just click on default, and simply right here. Now, in the previous section, we talked about global. So what is global? Well, global is basically saying when I apply it to one part of the website, it's going to apply it to every part of the website. So right now I'll put like, I don't know, I'll put paddywhack. Now remember earlier how we had this global section on our About Us page, right? So now on our About Us page, paddywhack is going to display instead of the text we had before. So right here, view page. the About Us. And there you go. It says Paddywhack. So it's basically going to change the text to, it's a global effect. So it's going to apply to every single module that you put on. So it's a great way when you use the Pro version, how you can modify stuff. And I'll talk more about the Pro version after we make this contact form. So right here, again, add a new block. Just simply go ahead and add in a contact form. Simple. Now right here, you'll need to click on this and click on this little button. Now right here, you'll click on WordPress, and I'm gonna email this to my other email account because the one I made was brand new and I don't think Google set it up right now. So this is from Brizy. Click on continue and click on done and click on updates. All right, and again, if you want to find the contact form, you can go to plus new right here and you can design your own by finding the, I think it's form. Wait, there it is. I was like, where is it? But you might want to add in a block right here. So you might want to add in a block. Then you can go ahead and add in the form right here as well, like that. And remember, you'll need to connect it. And of course, you can add some text above it. Oh, let's see if I can put it there, etc. So you can really design it and be very customizable with it. But I'll just use their template for now. So here I'll click on updates. And now I'll go ahead and view the page really quickly. So right here, we'll do back to WordPress. And I'll do view page. Now I want to see if this is working. So I want to see if this is actually going to go to my Gmail account. So right here, I'll put Darrel Wilson. I'll put Paddywhack at AOL. I don't even know if anyone even has AOL anymore. Like it's, if you do, it's props, you know, props, because that's really old. So, hey, what's up? Make sure to like this tutorial or else. All right, submit that. All right, so it might take a few minutes. Again, just give it like time, like 3-5 minutes, etc. So here, check my email. And you can see that I got it. But on other servers, sometimes, guys, in the world of WordPress, just weird stuff happens. So if it doesn't work the first time, maybe contact your hosting, ask them what's up. But it works for me. But I have had times in the past where it took longer than usual. So if that does happen, contact your hosting and see how you guys can resolve that to make sure that does not happen. Let's talk now about the Brizy templates. We'll talk about the pro features, and also I'll tell you how to get rid of this annoying not secure. So you don't want this on your website. It looks like a scam, whatever, you know. So right here, I'll click on edit with Brizy. Now guys, the Brizy template is very simple to understand, but it works really well with the pro version. So right here, I'm gonna select Brizy template. Now in short, what the Brizy template does is that it disables the theme features. So you can see that we have no footer, we have no header. So basically the theme overrides the page builder overrides everything. So now you can see that if I make any sort of changes over here, the theme doesn't really get involved anymore. And people do this because they want a quote custom header and footer built by the page builder, etc. So for example, this right here, you can say, I want this to be my footer. And that's it. I don't want to use the theme footer. I want to build my own footer with the builder, and then I want to use that as a custom footer. And the pro version has a lot of demos as well. So this right here is an example of the pro version. Now, if you do decide to purchase the pro version, there is a link below to purchase it. And guys, I'm not trying to sell you, but the company spent 2 years making this page builder, and you can see it's just very easy. You can go to darrelwilson.com/Brizy. It is an affiliate link, but again, the page builder is like dirt cheap, guys. it's like $50 for the entire year, and you get a lot. So they do have a pro version. So let me just talk really quickly about the pro version. So for example, right here, you want to build a page using the Brizy templates. Here we have the header. Now on the free version, we don't have that option because they don't have it in the free version. They only have it in the pro version, and they have a lot more blocks. They have actually pre-made templates as well that you can use, and you can see that these are beautifully designed templates. World-class designers. Those guys they're very good designers. I mean, I don't need to say anything. You guys can just look for yourself and say, damn, these are pretty good, you know. So just use their stuff, man. So anyways, a header right here. So let's say I want a header. I want a custom header. You know, we'll put this, we'll put a custom header right here like this. All right, we have a custom header right here. I'll select the menu, but I'll do that later. Over here, we have more features. You know, we have like content, we have all these other stuff. So here, if you're a blogger, you can talk about whatever. See all these other, they have different categories. So you can see right here, there's 134 categories. In the free version, there's only 89. So you do get a lot more work and design from the designers if you decide to go with the pro version as well. But you can always just kind of use it for like maybe like a week or so. And then once you kind of learn it a little bit better, you can kind of say, hey, you know what? I think I like this builder. You know, give it time, see if you like it. So here we go. We have this, you know, this page right here, whatever. And on the bottom right here, I want to say, you know what? I want a custom footer. So right here under footer, you can see that they've actually designed these footers right here. So now instead of actually using the theme default, we're actually deciding to create our own with this, the header and the footer builder right here. So you can see now if I go to updates, I'll go ahead and view the page, and then you're going to see that the theme features are gone, and we're using only the builder to do everything. So it's really up to you at that point how you want it to work. Again, I didn't select the menu. That's why right here I would select the menu right here. So it's right here. You know. Oh wait, no, right here. Sorry. No, this one, yeah. So select the menu, main menu. See, now there's the menu. So that error just comes up if you don't set it, but you know, I'm just giving you an example. So you can see now how this looks very clean and very nice. So it's up to you at this point if you want to decide to go with the pro version. Again, also, you do receive a lot of templates as well with the pro version. So let me go ahead and show you the templates, and I'll kind of show you how to use them. You know, they're very simple to use. In fact, you just click on it, it makes it updates. So right here, add a new block. We can click on layouts right here, and then we simply just select the layout. Now the pro version, it also has many other features besides demos and blocks. It has the shape divider, which is a really cool feature. I'll just go ahead and grab this one right here. We'll grab this one, we'll import the layouts, and then we'll go ahead and I'll delete this. And maybe I want to go ahead and click on this right here. And I want to actually reorder this one right here and put it on the bottom. This is the footer, remember? Now my internet is a little slow, guys. Big apologies. I'm on Wi-Fi, so that's all I have. This is all I have is Wi-Fi, guys. So I'm really, truly sorry. So here's our new website, and right here we have the custom header. We have the beautifully designed websites. Looks great. Looks beautiful. And then we have our custom footer right there. So there's a lot you can do with the pro version. And another really cool, amazing feature that you're going to love is the shape dividers. Everybody loves the shape dividers. So let's say, for example, right here, you want to add a shape divider. So right here, we'll click on this. Now this is the pro version. Right now I'm using the pro version. More settings right here. And now we have this option right here called dividers. Now what the dividers are, it basically creates these dividers that you can kind of, you know, add more decor and design for your website. And they have various different ones. And there's a lot of different ways you can style your website with these shape dividers to kind of, you know, add a very elegant feel to it. You know, you can add design to it. So you can see now how it looks like this page is arcing. And then also we can add it to the bottom as well. So we can also add an arc to the bottom right here. So you just really give it this beautiful, you know, this beautiful decor and design to sort of, you know, win your audience over. So again, you know, it's a great feature. I really think that you'll like using this feature. I think the shape divider is down here because yeah, it's way down there. Yeah, there it is. It's way down there. But again, the shape divider, it works on every single part. Now, there is a lot you do get with the pro features. And if you go to the website and just click on pro, you'll see it only costs $49. And that's pretty much it. So it's really cheap. It also comes with other things that I will be talking about in separate videos, such as their Brizy Cloud, which is really cool. And if you want to know what's different between the free and the pro, you can see right here. You know, you get the headers and footers. You can get a pop-up builder. They're making new stuff. So this is a new company. They just came out. So also go to wordpress.org and, you know, give them a 5-star because they've made something here that we can all use for free. And they've done a really, really good job. So if you go to wordpress.org and you find their stuff, you can give them a 5-star review. You know, tell them that their stuff's great. See right here, you can see the pro. Again, custom fonts. Image and video filters. That's another really cool one I want to talk about really quickly. So over here, what they can do is they can actually have Photoshop inside of these right here. So for example, right here, you no longer have to use Photoshop. You can actually use this builder to just design and change your images right here instead of actually having to go to Photoshop and do this. The builder has everything, so it's really cool. It's just I love it. You know, I love what these companies do. They truly do. They push. They get very aggressive. They think of new ideas. And again, you know, the shape dividers is amazing. The image filter is amazing. They also have something called dynamic content, which we'll talk about in another video, not this one. Let's see right here. We'll do the shape dividers again right here. There we go. We'll do the shape dividers on this section right here. So we can go ahead and add these in right here. And what we can do here is probably add let's see what we can add here. We can add also, let's add a white. And that's a really good idea. So we can have this arc right here, and then we can also apply that arc on the bottom as well. And I want to flip it. There we go. I want to flip it, and I want it white. And again, remember, you can control the strength of this as well. So you can control it like that, and you can also control it like this right here. So it's just really beautiful. It's a really unique design, and with the Pro feature, you do get a lot. So again, if you do decide to purchase the Pro version, the link is below, or you can go to darrelwilson.com/Brizy, and then let me know about what you think about the Brizy Pro version in the comments below, okay? Hey guys, I forgot to include one really amazing feature that I think is the closest thing to AI for web designers. Now, in the Pro version as well, if you're building a website and you're not really sure of what kind of style and color you can use, Brizy has this covered. So right here, you have the Brizy default. Now in the free version, there is no different styles. Now right here, depending on what you're trying to build for a certain client or yourself, they will actually introduce certain colors and certain fonts. You can see right here that it's going to consistently change based off the colors and the font, depending on what kind of site you're building. So right here, we have an Alpine Lodge. Here, this would be for architect. And you can just visually see how everything on your entire website will change as far as colors and fonts to sort of accommodate what you're trying to build, like hope. Now, this would be like a GoFundMe or something. Right here, Parlor. Over here, we have just a bunch of different things like yoga. And you can see that the colors and the fonts represent the actual business. So again, this is an amazing feature because a lot of people get stumped with colors and fonts, but with Brizy Pro, they've actually integrated this in this, you know, the Brizy Pro. So it basically covers that aspect. And trust me, guys, I spent a lot of time Googling what fonts to use, what colors to use, and you're going to come across that all the time. So again, in the Brizy Pro version, they fully have that covered. So again, highly recommend to check it out. It'll really help you get ideas for your website, like right here, college, really good colors and fonts. Creed, again, just really good, really useful feature in the Pro version. So enough of me trying to sell you on the Pro version. But again, guys, it's only like, think about the logic here, because people are like, I don't want to spend money online. How much money do you go out and you spend a bunch of money on garbage like Starbucks and coffee and just a bunch of stuff you don't need? You know, it's like, get something that $49 for the entire year. It's a no-brainer. So just do it. All right. So anyways, that is an example of what you can do with the Brizy templates. That also is an example of some of the things that you can do with the Pro version as well. The Pro version gives you a lot more templates. It gives you a lot more blocks. It gives you a lot more features that you can't do with the free version as well. All right, guys? So we talked about the Pro features. Now let's talk about something that we haven't talked about before, which is the theme customizer. And of course, we haven't even gone over the theme customizer. And the theme customizer is very important, guys, because it basically controls your website. It controls how it looks. It controls a lot of other features, etc. So the top right here is the theme customizer. The bottom right here is the theme customizer. So the theme's controlling the website. Now, how do you upload a logo? How do you change the menu? How do you add a custom footer? This can all be done with the theme customizer. So right here, you can see this says customize right here. Now this will actually open up the theme customizer. And again, basically the theme customizer controls various options throughout the websites. So right here, for example, we have layout, we have header, site identity. So right here, you can go ahead and upload your company logo. Now, if you don't have a logo for your business and you really want one, there is a link below to fiverr.com. And again, I highly recommend this website because this is where I got my logo. where you can get these really good designers to make you a logo for just like $5. It's literally $5. And I've seen other videos where they have free logos, but guys, you don't, I mean, that's not serious. Like if you want a really nice logo, I mean, just spend $5. You know, I use this website here. I got business cards for $5, you know, so I really use this. And here, just put in the logo. I do have a coupon code. I believe the coupon code is Darrel20 or something like that. I'll put it also in the link below, so you guys can get a 20% discount off your first purchase. But right here, we can do something like, we'll go ahead and put the price range of most $10. I don't want to spend more than $10 for a logo. Again, that's really cheap. But just by looking at these logos, they're really nicely designed. They're done by professionals. And, you know, for $10 or going to some free website and trying to get it yourself, you're going to see a drastic quality of difference. Drastic difference of quality. I said that backwards. But guys, just do it the right way. Don't do it free. It's a company logo. Like, it has to look good. It represents you. If you want to get some crappy logo on some other free website, be my guest, but people will not like it. So again, I highly recommend Fiverr. Check it out, get a logo. Now over here, I'm gonna go and upload my logo. So right here, upload file, select files. And this right here is a logo that I actually got from Fiverr. All right. Now right here, I want to actually say I want to use all of this. I'm going to crop it. And what's great about this theme is that you can see right here the logo is too big, but with this theme we can control the size of the logo. Now other themes you can't do that, so that's why I kind of like the Astra theme right here. So I want it like that. And over here you can see we can have the site title, but I don't want the site title to display, and I don't want also that to display the inline logo and site title as well. Now the site icon, so what is the site icon? You see this icon right here on every website, right here, this icon, that is the site icon. So when someone visits your website, what icon do you want to display on their browser? Well, I want this one to display. You see here, now that's displaying. So that's an example of what you can do with the theme customizer as well. And there are a lot of options. So right here, you can change the style. You can change it like this, or we can go ahead and add in a button as well. So right here, last item in the menu, a button. And you can see now we have a button. And where do you want them to go? Well, you can go to their websites, various websites. You can also design the color of the button as well. So the button header border color, I think that's for another option. I'm not too sure. There are a lot of options here, guys. So again, you know, the theme customizer controls the header right here. Okay, so if you have anything that you want to change with the header, you can always do that. Also, if you want to use the page builder to make the header, that's your decision as well. So I'm just basically letting you know that you can use the theme customizer, or you can use the builder as well if you decide to use that as well. All right, going back over here, breadcrumbs. So breadcrumbs are basically little arrows right here, and it basically lets people know what page they're on. A lot of bloggers use them. I've seen a lot of blogs use them, but for sites like this, you probably won't use breadcrumbs, and I'm just not even going to talk about them because they're just not really that needed. We'll talk more about this right here when we talk about the blog. So footer right here, footer widgets right here. I'll put in these 4 right here. And now at the bottom right here, we have footer widget areas. So we have footer area 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now if I go back right here and go to footer widgets, footer bar, this section also right here controls this bottom section. So right here, you can see we can change it to look like this. And right here, we have section 1, and then we have section 2. So now this section right here is going to display whatever you want. And again, you can always change the color as well for this. So we can make it, you know, or this is for the border right here. That's for that. But we can change the color of all of this right here as well in another option settings. So this is basically controlling the footer bar as well. Over here, container. Now we don't need to use the container because we're actually using the page builder. So we don't need to use all of the features from the actual theme customizer, because a lot of these options are already being controlled with the builder. So for example, typography, we don't need that. Actually, you do for your menu. So you do need that for the menu. You know, you do need the base photography, so you can change the actual fonts right here. You can make it however font you want. You can kind of go to these settings and mess around with these. And that's basically how you would control the typography. So you might want it to match the page builder. Oh yeah, also for the blog, it'll also work for your blog, which I'll talk about at the end of the video in case you want to be a blogger. It's very easy. You just make one page and everything you post goes to that one page. So it's pretty simple. Buttons right here, theme button. So again, right here, we have the button text color, the button background color. Maybe you want to change it to something like black. And there you go, it's black. Menus, so this is where you can adjust your menus, but we already have the menu, we already set it up. But again, you can always create a new menu from here, or you can do it from the back end like we just did before. Widgets right here, so this is what I was talking about earlier with the footer widgets. So here we have footer area widget 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's click on 1 and saying, well, what do you want to add on footer area 1? I want to add the pages that we have on our website. Some people like to use pages, right? So we have pages there. Okay, so let's go to footer area 2 and add a widget. And I want to add in a calendar. So we'll add in a calendar. All right, you understand here, right? And footer area 3, I want to add in a navigation menu for our main menu. We already have one, so we don't really need to do that. But in just a second, I'm going to show you how to have a beautifully designed custom footer that uses with the Astra theme. It's actually a plugin, and we're going to talk about plugins at the end of the video as well. And of course, right here, you can add in categories, but we have no categories because categories are for blogs. So we don't really have any that we can set up yet. But again, you can always just and put anything you want here. So just put in whatever you'd like. You can put in text, which is probably the most common right here, like about us. And then, talk about your company. We started, 50 years ago, 30 years ago in a garage. And then, you get the idea, right? You can talk about your company, etc. So that's an example of what you can do with the footer as well. Colors and backgrounds. So remember we talked about how you can change the background color. You can do all of that right here with colors and backgrounds as well. So this is basically a quick little kind of crash course on the theme customizer. And again, remember, whenever you make a page, you want to set it a static page right here. And you want to make sure that your home page is always set to static because that's basically telling people where to go and everything else. So I've showed you a little bit about this. Now, let's talk about also what this theme comes with. So this theme actually comes with a plugin that will give you demos. It'll also give you really nice design, a custom footer and header. So let's go ahead and install that. So I'm going to close this right here. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about the actual theme and the theme plugins that it comes with. So right here under appearance, or let's go to plugins and installed plugins. And you want to make sure that the plugin for Astra is installed. So when you first installed Astra, you're going to see that there's Astra options right here. Now right here, it says there's a starter site template. So right here, go ahead and click on install importer, the importer plugin, whatever it's called. And basically what this does is that this comes with templates for Brizy, and it also comes with another plugin for the footer and the header. So right here, we're using Brizy. So I'll select on next. And right here, I'll click on free. Now, these templates are made by another company, and that's Astra. So it's not Brizy, it's actually Astra. They do also have pro templates as well. So if you are interested in purchasing those, there is a link below to purchase those as well. But you don't have to. These are just templates. A lot of these are, you can see that these are, I want to select free right here. So what I like to do is, I see this layout right here. You can always just go ahead and just say, I want to use this layout right here. So I want to go ahead and import this entire site. Now, what you can also do is that you can import the actual style of the footer and the header only. So this is what I like to do here. So I don't want to use the content because we've already made our website, and I don't want to use this template, but I would like this footer and header because I just think it's really nice. It's really clean. So right here, where it says installed required plugins, I'm just going to say only import the widgets and the customizer settings. I don't want the content because I already have a website. I already like it, but I do like this style footer. I think it's beautiful. So right here, I'm gonna click on import sites. So right here, the plugin is called Astra Widgets, and we'll talk more about plugins just at the end of the video. You know, again, plugins are just added features. That's all they are. They're basically apps for your website. So again, there's a plugin for, you know, image optimization. There's a plugin for a contact form, plugin for security, a plugin for other page builders, a plugin for selling online, tons and tons of stuff. So right here, I'll click on view site right now. Now you can see right here how now we have this custom footer, a custom header, and we also have a beautifully designed custom footer. Now right here you can see that there's more options, and that's because we already have our own. So we can go ahead and delete our other footer that we made, and we can use their other one. And also right here we might want to change that too. So that was under the layout. You guys remember how we did that? That would be under the layouts, the header, site identity, and then right here we can change the logo width right there. And then remove, let's see, we'll remove, this is a logo, and this is for Retina devices right here. So I'm on a Retina display, so this would show, and yeah, it's kind of confusing, but I might want to just, I don't know, I'll just remove that one. We just need mine, you know, that's good enough. So anyways, let's go back. And sometimes if you're working on stuff, guys, and things get glitchy and things get weird, guys, that's WordPress, and sometimes just weird stuff happens. You know, it's even in my videos, I get these glitches and stuff. I'm just like, why in my tutorials? Why? It makes me look bad. You know, it's just how it goes. So right here under the widget section, footer area 1, you can see pages. I don't want to use this, so remove that. All right, and then right here, I don't want the calendar. And then footer area 3, I don't want this right here. And then also this right here, I don't want the about us section right here. So we'll delete that, and then we'll publish. And now we have a beautifully designed footer from the Astra theme. So again, the guys at Brainforce, they have really nice themes. They make a lot of really cool plugins. Now, if you want to kind of see what's going on here, you click on add a widget, and you notice right here, there's Astra address, Astra list icons, and Astra social profiles. Now this is because we installed an additional plugin. So again, remember, plugins, they add a lot of features to your website, such as, you know, different things and different stuff, and I'll talk more about that in just a bit. But now you can see that we have a beautifully designed footer and header from the actual layout. You know, that thing is being really weird right there. I don't know what's going on there. I really don't. It's like, please just stay the size I told you to stay. Okay, let's see. There's publish, close. There we go. All right, it's working. So again, that is a strategy that I like to do with Brizy and also Astra. I like the theme customizer settings, but I don't want to use the layouts all the time because Brizy already has really nice designers. Now over here under appearance and Astra starter sites, you're more than welcome to use their layouts as well if you decide to use them, because again, you might want a design from the Astra starter sites. They're free, and they also have a pro version as well. So the pro version will actually give you access to all of them. The free version will only give you access to the free ones. So see right here under the free section right here, you can see the ones that are available for free, and they are pretty good designs. You know, they're not bad at all. I like them, but I really like their theme customizer settings. So you can see even in the demos, if you want to check them out. So for example, right here, we can see the websites. And if you want to import this entire website, you would just have these all checked and click on import site, and the site's done. If you want to just take the theme customizer settings, such as the top and also the bottom right here, you would click on the check, and then you would just click on import site, and it'll go ahead and take all this right here. So again, you know, make sure to give Astra guys a 5-star. Okay, give them a 5-star. The theme is great. Yeah, give Brizy a 5-star. They've done some really cool stuff. Now let's talk about the last two things, is plugins, and then we'll talk about the blog. All right, so plugins. So what are plugins? So again, plugins are basically applications for your websites. So right here, the Astra starter site, that's a plugin that allows you to import free sites. The Astra widgets, that allows you to have a custom footer, custom header. Brizy, that is a page builder, of course. SiteGround site optimizer, WordPress starter, WP Forms Lite, which I don't really like to use. Now there is one plugin that we need. So right here we have not secure. Now there is one plugin I really want you to install. It's called Really Simple SSL. So plugins, add new, Really Simple SSL. Now, what this plugin will do is that it will actually go ahead and override the settings, and it'll make this so it's not secure. So it is secure. And as you can see, it has 2 million active installs. A lot of people trust it, and it's great. All right, so I'm installing this plugin. And you can see there's other plugins right here. So this right here is a slider. And basically how these people make money is they make a free version and then they make a pro version. And that's basically the upsell. And a lot of these companies have really good quality stuff, so it's really up to you to kind of just, there's over 50,000 plugins, and it's really hard for me to tell you which one's the best. You can go to popular, and check them out. So right here, really simple SSL, I'll click on activates. All right, and right here, I'll go ahead and activate the SSL right there. And sometimes it might not come up as secure, but you'll probably need to refresh the page, and you'll also need to clear your cache as well. So let's go back over here to my SiteGround Site Optimizer. All right, here, Purge SG Cache. Click on that right there. And we'll go ahead and go back. It's being a little weird. All right, cool. See, sometimes weird stuff happens. So now you can see that I have the padlock. My connection is secure. It did kick me out. So that's probably, that's what happens every single time. So that's just basically an example of how you can get the green padlock. That little 0, guys, I don't know what the hell happened there. Again, just sometimes weird stuff happens in WordPress. I swear it's the best platform. I don't want you to be like, oh, this platform sucks, it's glitchy. No, it's great. It's just sometimes weird stuff happens. So I've shown you plugins. We now have your website is fully secured. And lastly, let's talk about the blog page. So right here under pages, add new, we'll click on blog. And I'm also going to talk about how you can make a membership website, how you can make a whatever site you want. Here, I'll disable I'll just publish this. Now, over here, I'm gonna go to visit sites, click on customize. But yeah, as I was saying, I'll show you how to make membership websites, e-commerce site. I have all my tutorials. I'll list them all in the description for you guys, because I realize that you might be venturing off and you might want to do something different. So I know that. So I'll put those in the description. Right here, post page, we'll put blog, and we'll put publish. Now you've noticed right here, we also need to add the blog to the menu. So do you know how to do that? Remember how to do that? We'll go to our dashboard, appearance, menus. Now over here under pages, we'll select the blog. Put the blog in there. There we go. Put the blog. And save menu. Save menu. Save menu. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. All right, so now right here under posts, you see we have all posts right here. So whenever you want to blog, whenever you want to tell someone about your feelings and you're depressed or whatever, and you drink too much at the club and you come home and you want to talk about life, this is where you're going to do it. So add new. So 10 things, let's see, 10 things I learned about, I don't know, China. And then, I think the food is the best and the clubs are great and the beers are cheap. I think in China they have the what is it called again? The Qingdao. That's right, Qingdao beer. It's pretty good. Actually, I don't like it too much. And they have also the Singapore beer. Really good. All right, so I published the post. Now I want to view the post right here. And there you go. There's your post. That's it. Congratulations. All right. So that's basically your post. You can go ahead and talk about it. And what I recommend is to add in a featured image. So right here, we have these different options right here. Featured image. I want to go ahead and select this right here. And we'll put the image of the girl and we'll update it. And then we'll view the post. All right, so there we go. 10 things I learned about China. Now, right here, we could probably add in like a sidebar. There's a lot of different stuff. So that is where the theme customizer comes in. So remember, customize, and we can kind of design the layout for the blog right here. So the blog archive is basically controlling this section. So right here, we can go ahead and add in comments, author. We can change the blog content layout with, and also for single post right here, we can also add in anything you want right here as well. So you can kind of go through this and kind of mess around with this. The blogs are pretty simple to set up. Right here, right sidebar, we can set that up, and there's your sidebar now. So that looks cool, right? So again, you're gonna have to go through these options and just see what, you know, which one you want. I'm not gonna really go in detail because this stuff's kind of self-explanatory, right? I mean, sidebar width, how big the sidebar is, you know, it's, you want it really big, you can really small. This stuff is easy. You guys got it from me. You guys got it. I'm no longer needed in this video. Congratulations. You guys know how to create a website. You know how to create a blog. You know how to do everything. You can start your own business. Again, I hope this video was really helpful. If you want to learn how to actually, you know, make other type of websites, I do have many different videos on that. So right here, I'm gonna go to my channel right here, and I'm gonna go to my videos right here. And these are secret videos. You guys are getting a sneak peek of the secret videos I have. See, these are only for me and my buddies right here. But for example, if you want to go ahead and you want to build a social networking website, a membership website, a booking website, a real estate website, a digital download website, you know, any kind of website you want, I teach it. I know everything about WordPress. Trust me, I know my shit. If I didn't, I wouldn't have the amount of subscribers I do, and I wouldn't know the things I know, right? So just trust me. Also, e-commerce, the video is very highly rated, you know, has tons of views. If you're interested in, you know, selling or whatever, I use a different theme, but you can also use Brizy as well. So you can use both. You can use Brizy, or you can use a whole different theme, which I teach in this video. But I really like Brizy. You know, Brizy is, it's a newer page builder. It's great. Also, what you can do is go over here to brizywordpress.org. And over here, let's see, right, brizywordpress.org. And right here under this, what you can do is you can go ahead and leave them a 5-star review. The guys have done a really good job. I only promote the best, and I get offers every single day, and only the companies that really are on my channel are really, they're deserving, you know. So they have 40,000 active installs. They're growing, they're brand new, and the reviews are building up. They've just done so much cool stuff. So, you know, just check them out. You know, check out their websites. The owner's name, or the CMO, is the marketing guy, is Dimitri. And you can go in a Facebook group, which you'll see me in there making posts. I make posts all the time in the Brizy Facebook group as well. I'll put that also in the description as well. So if you want to join it, if you want to talk to me, if you want to tell me this tutorial was horrible, or you loved it, or you fell asleep, I'm more than welcome to listen to everything that you want to tell me, all right? So again, guys, congratulations on your success. Truly, I hope this video was helpful. I really do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video. And again, I wish you all the best. I truly do. I hope you make it in life, and you know, cheers. All right. So again, guys, my name is Darrel Wilson, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care.